Hey students, I was talking earlier about the importance of not working flat in a drawing or painting class. Ideally, you'd always be on an easel. The reason for easels, especially when you're working from direct observation, are that they enable you to get accurate proportions. And unfortunately, working flat, it's very difficult to do so because you're not getting a vertical picture of what you're seeing. That's why even though you, during this time, are working flat probably in your room or on a table or whatever, it's important periodically, I'd say every 45 minutes or so, that you're drawing to go outside. And it has to be outside because if you're inside, the lighting is not good. Generally, it's really hard to illuminate the inside of a space properly, so natural light is the best. So you want to go outside and tape your image square, which means you got to find the ledge of something and tape it parallel to that. You also want to tape your image parallel to the other image. You want to square it off as best as possible. And then I mentioned that the edges of the side that's 20 are the same as your paper's 20 inches, and this is 8 by 10. So the 10 side is exactly the same, but the 8 side needs to be cropped 1/4 inch on either side. I put tape so that I could crop 1/4 inch on that top and 1/4 inch on the bottom, and then I went ahead and put blue tape all the way around so I could see what I was looking at. On the right and the left there, you'll see I did not crop anything off. I just put tape around the edge. So the reason we have to crop it is because it didn't quite fit the 15 by 20. So I cropped 1/4 and 1/4 and left that the same. That way it doubles to 1/2, and then it's 1 inch off from the 15 as opposed to the 16. That's important, that stage, because then you want to make sure you're not adding stuff into those rectangles on the sides that aren't really there. The things get smushed. So just looking at this, you can see all the errors. Immediately I see all the errors. If I were still working flat, there's no way that I would be able to tell. And so you want to have your picture right near your drawing. This is the key with gesture. And keep your eye on the picture about 80% of the time and start your drawing about 20. So the other thing you can do is switch colors as you go. Remember, this is a messy sketch. This is not intended to be the final project. This is intended to get everything where it goes, and when it's finally done, if the paper's too thick or it's too messy, we're going to trace it and then transfer it with the yellow carbon paper to your 15 by 20 paper after we do something to it. But in the interim, we have to draw this accurately. So one thing you can do is grab a straight edge, and I can go like this and see the angle of that, and go to here and realize my angle's completely off. This looks a little more accurate, that corner, but this is off. The angle of this egg is more tilted here than I have it. The angle here is less steep than it should be. So these are all important things to note. This is a good opportunity to get in here with a different color pencil. And I can make this note to myself that this is more vertical, this is more vertical, this goes that way more, this way more, and this is less steep. So at least this way, when you're drawing, you know what's going on. You have the opportunity to do your whole drawing vertically. Unfortunately, I can't demonstrate vertically because then my head is in the way. Every time I've tried, it doesn't quite line up, or I have to do it from an angle and then you can't see that I'm drawing accurately. I had this issue in my painting class last semester too, but I can at least show you the process of standing up, standing back, taking note. Here's another one. You see that? See that? Those are the keys to accuracy and gesture, even if it's from an image. Much more lifelike than a grid, much more energy, more movement. So this is the step where you've got to look at the wall a lot. So I'll just continue drawing. There's no way I can do so with the camera at the back of my head, so I'll keep drawing and then I'll start again.